Hello everyone, welcome back to another inspirational moment. So today I'm going to be talking about remembrance, and this is really important of some of the current events that have taken place within the past week or so in 2022 here. Starting off with the passing of Queen Elizabeth III. She has been the queen for 70 years, and that's quite a long time, and it is a very long lifetime too, of living into her 90s. So, and I will say this, she has lived a long and healthy life. um with that being so, yes, it is sad when we lose someone, you know of that someone who has power like that. But you have to think of a family aspect too. Figure they lost a mother, a grandmother, a relative, and it is sad and it is heartbreaking. But with that being said too, not everyone is fortunate to have the time to grieve, or to have a proper ceremony or procession or whatever uh, you decide to do with a family member. For those that lost their lives back in 2001 on September 11th, attack on the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. That was something that was just completely unexpected, something that none of us would have ever thought of. I was only an infant when that had occurred, but still, it has an impact on my life, even to this day, because of that. The way how things has had to change because of those events, definitely greatly affects all of our lives. It affects the schools, it affects everybody. But it is important to remember the sacrifice that those who basically risk their lives to go into those buildings and to save as many people as possible. With that being said, there were so many people that did not make it out. I will say from this, I had a friend, um, that I had class with back in high school, and she's very fortunate because her father was actually in one of the Twin Towers, and he was very fortunate enough to make it out. But for my friend, that greatly impacted her life. She's the same age as me, and it's very well possible she could have grown up without having a father figure. But she was very fortunate enough that he was able to make it out. But you know what? Because of that, this that particular day is a really special, important day for her. It not only that it is kind of scary to think about it, but at the same time too, it's also a day to be thankful that God had His hand of protection over him. Um, Sometimes we wonder why. Why does this happen? This is I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what other people are thinking, but you know what? It's all in God's hands. It's all in His control. If we read His word and listen to what He has for us, you know, He will He has control. It's just like Queen Elizabeth III. It was her calling to go home, and it was just her time. You know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's all in His hands. So with that being said, I know this is a little bit kind of sad with the events and stuff that has happened, but it is important that we do remember. But I do want you to remember this, that Jesus gave the ultimate sacrifice, that He died on the cross for all of our sins, so that we can have an opportunity to spend the rest of our lives, eternity, with Him in heaven. He paid the ultimate price. And if we can remember all of our first responders, our firefighters, our police officers, our medics, then we can then we can remember God and Jesus for everything that He has done for us. So I hope you've enjoyed this inspirational moment, and I hope that you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time.